Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm coming on to share a flip through of this new finished journal. This is a custom order. So yeah, I'll explain a little bit about it before I get in. But first, I am really sorry. My fingers are a little bit covered in alcohol inks. I've literally just finished getting a few bits done and dried, and that's just the way it goes. So let me introduce you. This is Eden, and she is a hardcover single signature, I would say, nature journal. She's got a long charm on the side. Yeah. So this is actually a custom order from a friend of mine. You may know her. This is actually Sarah from Stuart Creations. I will leave her YouTube channel down below. Go check her out. She is one of the people that I do crafty swaps with, our advent and everything, and she loves to go on all these adventures throughout the year with her family, and they just go out exploring the woods and everything, and she likes to use a journal of mine to actually record that. So she has asked me for this journal so that she can do that. Anyway, let's get into it. So firstly, she asked for hardback single signature, which I've done, and she also asked for a doily to be put on the front, which you can see because two of the other journals I have made for it, I'm going to take that off because it's making lots of noise. Two of the other journals I have made for her also have doilies, and so she wanted them matching. I've used this kind of twine ribbon. You can actually find some of this on my Etsy shop. Has got slight wiring in it, so it can be maneuvered, or she can remove the wiring. This is the closure. The cover is super simple because I've used an eco-dyed fabric. As you can see, this is a vintage doily too, and I really just wanted to show off the eco dyeing. It's a little bit frayed, it's got stitching. Look at some of those leaves. This was something I picked up in a haul a little while ago, and I've just put a metal book plate on here, a proper metal one. Left it with just craft card, not plastic or anything, like as a covering, because I want her to put the date or whatever she wants to write on there. And then this is the side, and then I'll quickly show you the charm. So I've put this on the edge. It's got everything on here. It's got bugs because she loves bugs. It says breathe. It's got a little fox charm that I've used alcohol inks on, birds and beads, glass beads, little green glass mushroom. There's also a red glass mushroom. One of the beads, let me see if I can find one of them because there's a couple on here. So there's also a brown one, are actually vintage Scottish glass beads from a very old necklace that I had. Something that says life, lots of beads. There's a little frog there because she loves frog, and again I've used a bit of alcohol inks, a little coin, all sorts on there. Yeah, so all sorts on there that I'm sure she'll love, and she can remove it, and I didn't put them on the edge because it's easier to use. Anyway, let's get into her. She is called Eden, and there's a pocket front, again using eco-dyed fabric. Let's bring this up, and there's a pocket on the back. Also, there is something you will see in here which is a bit unusual. There is no ephemera, except I think 2 pieces, but basically just 1 piece, but there's no ephemera because she doesn't need any ephemera. She's going to be adding her own photos, her own bits and bobs to it, so she doesn't need any ephemera, and she still has lots left over. The kit that I used was from Sweetpeacuriosities, and it's the In the Forest kit. I used it. It's got lots of bright colours. It's got birds. It's got orchids. It's got like orchids down here. Sarah loves orchids, and as I say, it's all nature themed. So this is, I mean, you can just see how beautiful that is. I will leave the links down below. I've left this blank. She can put a photo there, she can write there, she can add her own pocket. I have introduced Sarah, well, I haven't, but she's become introduced to the world of gilding. She knows I use it a lot, and now she loves it, so I've used some gilding in here for her. So this is a wooden embellishment with gilding. There is a pocket here, and there is her name, Eden, so, and some Edith Holden behind. Lots of vintage in here as well. Tim Holtz vellum, stenciling, all hand-dyed papers, We've got a pocket here. Now these postcards, I've used a few of them, and they're by Christinescraftattic. Again, I will leave the link down below. Sarah also loves ferns, so I made sure to add ferns. This is a pocket. So I have this little tag here. This is a pocket. It opens, so she has extra writing space. This could be glued down and made into a small pocket, or just opened up for writing space. Also, I'm hoping you can see there is different inks have been used, some golds, some greens, some browns, just to give a bit of added. This is a vintage book page, lots of colour, just so beautiful. There's a little bit of doily here, use some upholstery fabric, just lots and lots to see. I mean, you can really see on this page, I'm hoping if I move it you might be able to see some of the sparkle all over there. It says Sweet Genevieve on the music paper. This is also a pocket, but if I bring it up, you will be able to see, I'm hoping, it's actual crackle glaze on the mushroom to give it just a little bit of texture. This all comes in the forest kit by Sweet Pea Curiosities. Some real dried flowers here. This is actually one of my son's pieces. I do add them to a couple of journals, but I tend to either sometimes I hoard them, or they're special, or I photocopy them. I do try and put the originals in my bigger journals. I added this one specially. Obviously, she's a friend of the family, so I wanted to put something for my younger son in there. This is a tuck spot. And this is Tim Holtz. Got some beautiful butterflies and moths and dragonflies there. We have a double tuck spot here. We have Tim Holtz vellum, and here, and on the back of this paper are ferns again. That's a stenciling. We have a pocket here and a pocket in here, and this is Tim Holtz, but it's also magnetized and opens up. There could be a photo put in there, some writing, some eco-dyed paper. This is flocked paper here as the tab. Some more we hope that's picking up, spraying, some vintage trim that I recently picked up in a haul. It's another one of the beautiful sheets. This kit is stunning and so many amazing colors. Little pocket here, again could write, put a photo here. This is Loch Lomond. Sarah actually is American, but actually lives in Scotland, so, and has for many years, so I've added Scottish bits and bobs because of that. Big pocket here of the eco-dyed fabric. Then we have this here because this is magnetic CD case. It's got some bits and bobs. You can see it's just all collage with lots of interesting bits and bobs. I've used lots of inking, Tim Holtz bits, die cuts, little leaf on the back, and there's writing space. Obviously, she can put a photo in there. We've got Canadian pondweed. This isn't, it's just a little tuck spot, so I was just keeping it in there so she knows it's a tuck spot. Some map paper, because obviously if you're going on adventures, you normally have a map of some sort. Another little gilded bug. This is a bit like a special kind of bee or something. You can just see the gilding. Pocket here. I've also added lots of labels because she's probably going to want to put dates or where they've been. Mushroom paper, love this paper. Big pocket here. Eco-dyed paper. Double pocket here. Let's just open that up. And again, a label. Used craft card. Large piece of Tim Holtz vellum that actually has a nest on it, and again a label. Some leaves stitched here. Some more beautiful spraying. Edith Holden, little tab. Turn over, large pocket here with a label, and these mushrooms I've used glow in the dark. Glow in the dark again because I am loving it. Embossing powder, and I know that will give her a bit of a like tickle. It'll make her she'll like that. More ephemera. This is a large pocket. This is one of the acetate pieces, the new ones from Tim Holtz, and I just love the way something will look behind that if she puts a picture in there. It will look amazing. So this again I've recently picked up, but you probably won't have seen the haul yet. This is from a vintage stamp collector's book, and it's actually United States of America. Obviously, like I said, she is American. And it's got pieces from the vintage tape. They've all come off, but they've left their mark. I love how that looks. Again, if you go places, you normally have stamps. Big decorative piece here, because the other side actually said a different country, so I wanted to cover that up. Oh, and this is a Tim Holtz piece of ephemera that I've then added acetate to and put a dried flower in. It's super tiny, but it does also act as a tuck spot. More gilding and spraying. Turn over, double pocket here, and again it's one of those postcards from Sweetpeacuriosities. And this is the middle of the signature. We've got mushrooms here, and once again I have added crackle paste to them. But this is actually the thing. So I've left this blank because I thought if she puts a photo in here, you'll be able to see through it. It looks quite nice. You can see the colours behind it. I've added some dried leaves here with a wax stamp. Pocket here and pocket here that she can put photos, writing, everything. I just love how that's turned out as the middle page. And again, I didn't want to do much to the bag. I've inked around it and I've done a small decoration, but you know, didn't want to do too much. There's the other side. Look at the colours on there, guys. It is stunning, this kit. Really stunning. Bit of stenciling. Some more spraying. This is the other side of that vintage stamp book. Just put a little trim there. You can really see where the sellotape's been. I just love that sort of age. The other side there, little stamp there. Large pocket, round pocket here, label. It's also Tim Holtz piece, and it's all ferns. And then inside here is a really, really large pocket. Turn over. I've got an altered envelope here. It just opens up. Put a photo on there or something. Again, I wanted to do decorative pieces, but not overtly, so that she can add her own pictures and whatever. Open that up. Got mushrooms again. And it's just the noun for wilderness, uncultivated tract of land. Got a tuck spot here, some Edith Holden, some more spraying, some eco-dyed fabric. Large pocket here. And again, these two mushrooms have glow-in-the-dark embossing powder on them. There is a tuck spot up the top here, which would be really great for a large photo or piece. We have double tuck spot. And again, let's pick it up. We have a little snail that's gilded. Another pocket here, and it's got another piece of Tim Holtz vellum with birds. And it says American entomologist on there. One, like I said, Sarah is originally from America. And she is a huge, huge bug fan. I mean, she's obsessed with them. So that seemed perfect, saying American entomologist. And we've got all the mushrooms and ferns. I've really tried to fill this with as many things as I think she will love. More maps, little butterflies. One of my own dried leaves, which I've made into a large pocket. And label. And then again, one of these postcards. It opens up. Again, things like this could be stuck down and made into a pocket. So more gilding there with a little ladybug. Pocket here. The music paper. I'm really loving these little pockets on these pages. I don't know why, I just do. So lots of lovely threads and trims and like velvet upholstery fabric and all that kind of thing. It's full of texture. More of that lovely spraying. This is some of my parchment paper that's been dyed with use. Pocket here on this eco-dyed piece of paper. Look how beautiful that is, guys. double pocket in here and in here, and this is some eco-dyed fabric behind, and obviously mushrooms. Another little embellishment with a gilded wooden piece. I just love that gilding, the colours on that gilding. So we've got some of the fern paper. It says nests and eggs, again Tim Holtz vellum, double pockets. Some of this beautiful acorn trim that I love. Again, that's my son's piece, one of his hand marbled pages. And then we've got a little vellum mushroom sticker there. We have a large belly band with eco-dyed paper. I've included one of these. She said no ephemera, but this is an eco-dyed envelope, and inside is an eco-dyed. I did not do this. I purchased these. I will be practicing with eco-dyeing myself this year, but I thought she can definitely make use of those. So that is the one piece of ephemera I am including, and I've done nothing to it. Oh yeah, there's some more spraying on this page. You can see doily outline there. I'm hoping that picks up. It's the other side of that tree, and if you just look just here, that's a dried flower in a vellum label. Another postcard. This one's actually from New York, supposedly. And again, it's magnetized, opens up, lots of space. More Tim Holtz vellum. And then finally, this is vintage. And goes in there. Look at that back page. I mean, I only used a few pages of the kit, but I tried to use it in other ways too. And yeah, this is Eden. So with her lovely charm. I didn't want to put charms on the edge because it can be a bit clunky when you put it on the shelf that I know Sarah will put it on, and when you're using it and stuff, but this can be removed. She can take the charms off, add some of her own things that she's found. She makes all jewelry and charms too. Oh, I lost one. That needs to be re-added on. That's another one of those Scottish beads. So I need to add that on before I take it anywhere. Anyway, that is Eden, guys. I will leave the links down below to where I found the kits, as well as to my Etsy shop. This, as I said, is a commissioned piece. And don't forget, if you are interested in asking me to make a custom journal, just reach out on Etsy or on Instagram if you want to ask me details and things like that. I'm always happy to make custom pieces, such as this and the one I did a little while ago. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you like this. It's a lovely kind of grungy nature foresty journal. It's full of texture, full of all the things that I love and that I know the person who is receiving it will love. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up or a like. And I will be back again very soon with another video. Until then, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye, guys.